Ashwin Ram, Senior Manager for Alexa AI at Amazon, is right here with us at IIT Bay Area Leadership Conference 2017. Welcome to Sitare TV with me, Jasleen Khanuja. So, you have been a speaker here. Which panel were you representing?
I was doing a lightning talk on conversational AI.
And what were the key points? What's the crux out of it?
I think the crux I was getting at was that if you think about it, for decades we've been typing to our computers through keyboards and other gadgets. For the last 10 years or so, with the advent of touchscreens, we've been sort of touching and swiping and pinching and zooming. Last couple of years, the world has really changed, and voice is the new UI. So the talk was about why is it hard to get computers to understand spoken English or spoken language, and what are the challenges we face and how are we solving those problems?
Yeah, I'm totally on board with it because Siri sometimes doesn't understand the Indian accent of the English that many of the Desis speak here in US, and many people believe that those who have a European accent or more of a Japanese accent have a problem in making themselves being understood by any voice recognition system. So how do you plan to overcome this impediment?
So if you talk to Alexa, Alexa will understand you perfectly. My mother-in-law who speaks to Alexa, she has a very thick South Indian accent, and she has no trouble communicating with Alexa. These problems are solved through machine learning and AI with a sufficient amount of data on different kinds of voices and different kinds of expressions. We can train these algorithms and models to learn how to recognize your voice without any problem regarding accents or anything else.
So these days we have Google. Google is so active. We can speak to Google. We can type in or speak to Google and find the answers. What was the actual need of developing Alexa, in your opinion, and why is it so popular on Amazon?
So Alexa, when Echo came out 2 years ago, it was a game changer, right? There are a few differences. Echo or Alexa is not in your phone. You don't have to pull out your phone and work through an app to talk to it. It lives in the house. It hears you across the room. Even if there are other people in the room, even if there's music playing, she picks up your voice and she answers your request. Most of the use of Alexa is not actually question answering or search. Most of it, people play music. People control their homes, their lights, their temperature, their locks. People do shopping. They check their bank accounts. They order pizza. If you look at the types of use cases, and I went over some of them in my talk, people are just using them in their daily lives as if there was an intelligent assistant at home. So it goes well beyond this idea of a voice interface to a particular app.
Wonderful. So how do you take care of the privacy and security aspect, since if you are asking Alexa to get into your bank account and do some checks and balances, that might be a risk?
So there are two parts to that. One issue people are often concerned about is whether Alexa is listening to them and picking up things she shouldn't. And the way we do that is the Alexa device you have in your house actually does not listen to you, other than she's listening for you to speak her name. We call that the wake word. When you say the word Alexa, that's when Alexa starts listening. Until then, everything you say is completely private and not picked up. The second part is when you're trying to interact with some kind of a service that needs authentication, a bank account, you're calling an Uber, you're shopping on Amazon. At that point, the service you're interacting with can ask you for a code or set up some kind of authentication system, just like you would if you went to your bank app on your phone. You would have to have authentication. So the service that is being offered will authenticate you using whatever method they want. Alexa is just the voice interface. She understands what you said, figures out what you meant, and then passes that request to the app to then do what it wants to do with it.
Wonderful. Thanks for speaking with us and sharing your views.
Lovely to be here. Thanks, Jasleen.